I look forward to giving you this tour of what the mighty network Anthroposophy.Social platform looks like on the inside.
Great. I look forward to it.
Awesome. Let me screen share here. So this is what comes up on my dashboard when I first log in. I get a sense of who the members are, where they're at relative to who I am, and I can search through and interact with people based on these images that show where we're connected, what our shared interests are, and all kinds of things where we can chat and make conversation about our shared interest. They're broken into 3 categories of those who participate most, the members that are closest to you, who are nearest. You also get notifications up here for chat conversations or the various other notifications about what's happening on the platform. In the members list, you can see who's online now. In the feed, you can see a kind of summary of what's all been happening. In Discovery, you can show a breakdown of all these different pieces, the top posts, the members near you, featured elements, upcoming events. It's really a great space to kind of see it all in one dashboard. But one of the places that we kind of use the most is we go to this events calendar to join events that are happening or in progress. And it shows, a list of events that have been posted that are going to be available online or in person. And this, for instance, tomorrow, Awakening to One Another is a Zoom meeting that you can click through directly from here, whereas this work through Christopher Schaefer's live stream, you have to then click onto and register for his event directly, and that'll take you through to his posting. In the 4 spaces that we have below, community spaces, courses and forums, resources, and groups, branches, and various societies, you can see directly here how to connect to local groups like the Willamette Valley or the Anthroposophical Society in America or Canada or Ireland or whatever country you're in, as well as the Goetheanum. And here is an example of a local group that's posting and sharing their events internally to each other, but it is available for people to find out about. When they post them here as their events, it also then shows up in the events calendar. But you can see by where it's coming from that it's coming out of the Willamette Valley, for instance. That here, there's the 5th recapitulation lesson of the class lessons is happening on May 16th, but it's by the Willamette Valley group. Same thing with this in-person Friday study group in Corvallis, whereas the other events that are Zooms are part of post-year events. They're not coming out of a certain space. And my favorite event, the Digital Detox, where we challenge each other to stay offline as much as possible.
That's a good one. Yeah, it's healthy.
Yeah. And it's built in some good research for what we're finding. In the community spaces where there's the most activity, where the various groups and focus interests like the Threefolding in Action or the follow-up from the Harvard 100 Years Rudolf Steiner Conference, there's a lot to explore in there. And then in the courses and forums, we have the recordings of the various courses as well as some paid courses coming up. The collaborative initiation conversation, Rudolf Steiner's economic lectures, even the math versus Ahriman. So there's a lot to explore here. It's great that more and more people are posting the workshops and availability.
So if I want to join one of these spaces, how do I go about it? What is the process like?
Yeah, so you can list by clicking on them here at the top. Instead of just getting the list, you get them with their description and their image. And if there's a space that you're not already part of, it'll give you an opportunity to join. One of the things that people can do also is they can request a space, and then that space can be created, and then you can join it from there. So this is the light of the eye. You see the join button here?
Right.
That's what shows up in each of the community spaces or the courses if you want to join. And if it gets too overwhelming on the side here, it's easy to just collapse them, and you can adjust your visual as you wish. The one thing I will point out in particular, when you're filling out your profile, make sure you adjust the way you receive notifications to your own liking, and you can change it over time. If you're getting too few to begin with, figure out, get oriented. And if you want less later on, you can come in and adjust your notifications as well.
Perfect.
So here's my profile, and that's the example. Give a little mini bio on me, personal path to anthroposophy, and what time zone I'm in. That's the basic stuff. You can share as much or as little as you like.